Buddha, Jaina are two different schools of thought originated in ancient Indian subcontinent. Buddhism is supposed to have emerged around 5th century BC. The Jainism is supposed to have emerged anywhere from 9th century BC to 6th century BC. We have concrete evidence to prove that Tamil was one of the languages spoken in the North India at least until 5th century Common Era. Even the Buddhist residential university, which came into being in the 5th century Common Era, was called after a Tamil name, Nalanda. There are other concrete archaeological evidences to stand as proof for the fact that Tamil continued to be one of the languages of North India until 5th century Common Era at least. Hence, before Common Era, when these isms emerged, Tamil was the dominant language of North India, while a corrupted version of Tamil called Prakrut was also in practice due to influence of languages from invading races. Hence, there is no wonder that these two isms are named in Tamil. While Buddhism is a direct Tamil word, Jainism is a Sanskritized Tamil word. By the way, ism itself is purely a word of Tamil origin, emerging from iyam of Tamil, which means a doctrine. Due to ya sa sound modification, iyam became ism. We shall treat this subject through another video later on. Though exact history is unavailable, it is believed that Siddhartha was brought up in luxury inside a palace compound, isolated from the real world, to prevent him from embracing saint way of life, as was predicted by a sage when he was born. However, when he went out to find the real world, it was a shock for him, as he was uninitiated until then to the sufferings of humans he witnessed. This made him feel miserable, and he wanted to find the reason for the miseries and the means of salvation from it. After a very prolonged search, he attained enlightenment while meditating under a Bodhi tree. What is enlightenment? Enlightenment is nothing but a new idea as an answer for one's quest. This new idea is called Puttam in Tamil. In Tamil, to describe a thing that is brand new, we use the phrase Puttam Pudiya. Hence, Puttam means very new. For instance, a book is called Puttagam in Tamil. The word Puttagam can be split into two parts. One is Puttam, meaning new idea, and the other is Aham, meaning inside. Hence, Puttagam is meant as a container of new ideas. Similarly, the enlightenment, which is nothing but a new idea, is rightfully called Puttam. Hence, Gautama's doctrine, which was nothing but a new idea, was called Puttam, a Tamil word. Over a long passage of time, Puttam softened to sound Buddham. Now that Buddhism itself is a word of Tamil origin, we shall provide more proofs for the influence of Tamil in Buddhism. Buddha himself was called Sakyamuni Buddha. Sakya refers to his state, the capital of which was Kapilavastu. Here, Muni is a Tamil word used to refer to saints. The equivalent of it in Sanskrit is Rishi. Not only that the enlightenment of Siddhartha was called Puttam, a Tamil name, he was called saint using a Tamil name called Muni. Vinay in Tamil means action or deed. There are a number of similar words in Tamil. Nalvinay, good deed. Thivinay, bad deed. Seivinay, black magic, evil deed, etc. The book that details the code of conduct for bhikkhus and bhikkhunis is called Vinaya Pittaka in Pali language. It is likely that Vinay Puttagam of Tamil got distorted and was called Vinaya Pittaka. Pittaka is being referred to as basket in Buddhist nomenclature, which is not appropriate word for the expected meaning. We do not know whether Buddhist books existed at the time of Buddha. There is a possibility that Buddhist teachings could have been orally transmitted from one generation to the other. But writing system existed in Tamil at least from the time of birth of Siddhartha. Recently excavated urns containing paddy at Purunthal near Kodaikanal, when analyzed by nuclear dating method, have proved the time of Tamil writing on terracotta vessel as belonging to prior to 5th century BCE. Whether Vinaya Puttagam existed at the time of Buddha or it was written in Pali during the 1st century BCE, Pitaka should have come from Puttagam of Tamil. At the time of enlightenment of Buddha, Tamil had its own writing system which we call Tamili. But Asoka Brahmi, which was adopted from Tamili, had not evolved at that time. There had been continuous literary activity in Tamil even prior to Indus Valley civilization. Pictographic, ideographic, syllabic, and alphabetic are the stages of development of a lipi of a language, and Tamil being the oldest language, it had undergone all these stages of development. There is concrete evidence to show now that Tamili Lipi gradually developed out of a widely known Indus Valley writing system. But the birthplace of Indus Valley writing system is not Indus Valley but South India. There is copious evidence for it. Treating all these would be beyond the scope of our present undertaking. What we want to state here is that both Vinaya and Pitaka are the words of Tamil origin. We have to emphasize here that even the Sanskrit word pustak, meaning book, had evolved from Tamil Puttaham. Buddhists conducted assemblies of Buddhist monks which were called Sangha. Sangam again is a Tamil word originated from the root called Sam, which means being together or put together. Apart from Sangam, there are a number of Tamil words like Samai, Sangu, Sambangore, etc., which have evolved from the Tamil root Sam. Even the English word some and its derivatives originated from Tamil root some. Hence, Sangam is a Tamil word meaning an assembly of group of people. Tamil literary history speaks of three Sangams, the third of which existed between 300 BCE and 200 CE. Assembly of group of people with some goal or activity was called Sangam, which is a Tamil tradition. The original Buddhism is called Theravada Buddhism. This is supposed to be a Pali word. However, Pali language had newly emerged from Prakrit. Unlike Sanskrit, it was only a liturgical language and literary language. Thera is said to mean old or elderly in Pali. Vada is said to be called doctrine in Pali. Together, the meaning of Theravada is doctrine of elders or teaching of the elders. This etymology is definitely a faulty one. At the time of creation of Pali, Theravada name was already in existence. The original meaning of the word was lost as Tamil language started waning in the North India by the time Pali was emerging. Hence, an imposed meaning was applied to Theravada when it was absorbed into Pali based on the knowledge that it was the original Buddhism and hence calling it elders' doctrine. Now let us work on the real meaning of Theravada Buddhism. After Buddhism split into two schools of thought, the splinter group called itself as Mahayana, meaning great vessel. The other sect, which was the original, did not have any special name as it is quite natural. But the new Mahayana group called the original group derogatively as Hinayana, meaning inferior vessel. Obviously, there were heated debates called in Tamil as Dargam or Vadam to establish the superiority of one over the other. The one which has succeeded in the debate, said to be Mahayana, is called Theriyavadam in Tamil. And the one that lost the debate was called Theravadam in Tamil. which was called derogatively by the Mahayana group as Hinayana. Vadam in Tamil means debate. For engaging in Vadam, that is debate, one has to use the mouth called Vai in Tamil, and hence Vadam is naturally a Tamil word. Theriya in Tamil means successful, winning, cleared, etc. Thera in Tamil means failed or defeated, etc. Put together, Theriyavadam is called winning doctrine. Similarly, Theravadam is called defeated doctrine. Considering the fact that Theravada Buddhism was wiped out from Indian soil after Asoka's period, and only Mahayana survived until 11th century, the Mahayana group called the original Buddhists as Hinayana, meaning inferior, or Theravada, meaning defeated. Hence, being Tamil word, Theravada should actually be pronounced as Theravada. Hereon, we shall call Theravada as Theravada. India is a land of philosophies: Saivism, Vaishnavism, Buddhism, Jainism, Asivagam were the various schools of thought. Each school was vying with each other to prove the superiority of one over the rest. There had been constant debates all over India in all the king's courts and elsewhere. It was such a debate within the two sects of the same Buddhism, and the winner one was called Theriyavadam, which was already named Mahayana, and the loser one was called Theravadam. Theravada, Theravada. Let me give some related words with the meanings in Tamil as proof. Thirchi, cleared, past. Terdal, election, the process of choosing the right one. Tervu, examination, to evaluate. Theriya, cleared, past, winning, successful, etc. Thera, lost, failed, defeated, etc. The original Buddhism was defeated in the debate, and hence it was called Theravada Buddhism. But we should say that original Buddhism did not lose in the debate because of the weakness of its doctrine, but because of its circumstances. In our opinion, Mahayana sect came into being after the demise of Asoka. He was a staunch follower of original Buddhism, and being an emperor would not have allowed the vested interest trying to weaken the original Buddhism. Most probably, such debates would have happened during Sunga dynasty, the only Brahminical dynasty which ruled Magadha for 110 years after the fall of Maurya dynasty. The Sunga dynasty came into being after conducting a well-planned coup by a Brahmin commander called Pushyamitra of the armed forces in the Mauryan Empire. He was responsible for the complete elimination of conservative Buddhism from the Indian soil. He achieved it by ruthlessly cutting the heads of all the conservative Buddhist monks. Thus, the original non-theistic Buddhism was eradicated from Indian soil, and the theistic Buddhism called Mahayana Buddhism took its place in India, which again was eliminated jointly by both Muslims and Brahmins after 1100 Common Era. Since original Buddhism was taken to Sri Lanka by Ashoka's daughter Sangamitra, and since there were no Brahmins there, it flourished there. It is beyond the scope of the present product to discuss in detail as to why Mahayana came into being, why Theravada was destroyed, and why Mahayana was destroyed again by Brahmins, etc. However, we shall state in a nutshell that as the original Buddhism was a non-theistic, it was destroyed by Brahmins who exploited Indian society using Hinduism. The Mahayana was created by Brahmins as a theistic form of Buddhism with an idea to absorb Buddha into Hinduism as ninth incarnation of Vishnu. Since their original intention did not work as per their expectations, Brahmins destroyed the Mahayana form too during and after Adi Shankara period. Here, an additional info would help understand the historical plot. The Brahmins called Tamil language as Nisa Bhasha, meaning an ugly language, and non-theistic original Buddhism created by a Tamil was similarly called by Brahmins as Hinayana, meaning inferior, ugly, etc. We have so far proved that all the main technical words of Buddhism are of Tamil origin. We shall now prove that even the prayer of Buddhism is also made of Tamil. There are 5 words in the prayer. Buddham and Sangam have already proven to be Tamil. Dhammam is nothing but Dharmam, which evolved from Tamil root Ta, meaning give. Saranam, meaning surrender, is again a Tamil word which had evolved from Tamil root called Sar, meaning to depend on. Now we shall consider Gachami. In Pali, it is said to mean to go. However, there is no language in India which means to go when pronouncing Gacha. But there is a word called Gacha in Tamil with a meaning being indebted to or duty bound. Let us write the meaning of the first prayer with both the meanings of Gachai. I go to take refuge in Buddham, existing meaning as per Pali. It is my duty to take refuge in Buddham as per Tamil meaning of Gachai. It would be more revealing if I spell the meaning of the prayer in Tamil itself. Buddham Saranam Gachami. புத்தத்தில் சரணடைவது எனது கடன். தம்மம் சரணம் கச்சாமி. தர்மத்தில் சரணடைவது எனது கடன். சங்கம் சரணம் கச்சாமி. சங்கத்தில் சரணடைவது எனது கடன். Pali was a liturgical language and came into existence only a few centuries after the birth of Buddhism. But this prayer had been there already before Pali language came into being. Hence, Gachai could not have been any new Pali word too. Since Gacha, meaning to go, is not found in any language in India, we say that the Tamil word Gachai, which originally meant duty in the prayer, was misinterpreted to mean to go when it was absorbed into Pali. Hence, we have proven that the complete Buddhist prayer is basically a Tamil prayer. There is one more deep truth, that any word that ends with the sound im is trademark Tamil word. For instance, the Tamil word Sangam is called Sangha by non-Tamils of India. By this way too, it is proved that the entire prayer is a Tamil one. Gautama Buddha's original name was Siddhartha. This has 2 words in it called Siddham and Arthu, both being Tamil words. Siddham means wisdom. Arthu means to fit with or equip with. Hence, the meaning of Siddhartha, a Tamil word, is equipped with wisdom. If we say it in Tamil, it means Sittam Porundiyavan. Hence, the very name of Buddha, both before and after enlightenment, are Tamil names. From the detailed discussion conducted so far, we get enlightened that Buddhism is a religion created by a Tamil. Thus, Buddhism is originally a Tamilians' religion. The Sinhalese are the followers of original Buddhism developed by Gautama Buddha, which was later to be called as Theravada Buddhism. When the history being this way, alas, the Sinhalese Buddhists, the followers of original Buddhism, are causing endless miseries to Tamils in Sri Lanka out of greed for Tamils' lands. It is greed of Sinhalese that is causing miseries to Tamils. The Sinhalese lack love, the very basic ingredient of Buddhism, and hatred had taken place of the love in their minds due to different ethnicity of Tamils. Yet they are doing all the harm to Tamils only in the very name of Buddhism, which was originally a Tamil's contribution. The very mantra they chant is purely a Tamil mantra. What an irony! Hello Sinhalese, get to learn the true history. You Sinhalese too had been Tamils in the bygone era. You are not of Aryan race as you have been thinking so far. You are the descendants of Kshatriya Tamils of North India. Your forefathers were not born to lion and woman as your Mahavansha says. Your forefathers were born to ruling clans of North India who called themselves Singhs. They use Singh title as they are leaders in the country, like Singham being the leader of the jungle. Singham is a Tamil word. Buddhism is a Tamil's contribution and your Buddhist mantra is nothing but a Tamil mantra. Hence you cannot hate Elam people based on their Tamil language while chanting Tamil mantra. You cannot hate Elam people based on Buddhism while practicing Tamil's Buddhism. You cannot hate Tamils because you too had been Tamils in the bygone era. Hence, hello Sinhalese, accept Tamil nationalism in Sri Lanka. The coexistence of sovereign Sinhala and Tamil nations in Sri Lanka is the only way ahead for any lasting peace. We, the Tamils of the globe, would never rest until Tamil Elam is established. There can be a temporary success for the Sinhalese due to bribing Western middlemen, politicians, and corporates. How long could the Sinhalese bribe? To what extent? We, the global Tamils, request all the righteous and concerned people of the world to come forward to defend the truth and justice, or else the world might move into anarchy and complete destruction. Tamil nationalism would help bind the troubled world and to establish an egalitarian society. Ancient Tamil literature is secular and universal in content and reach. Even though we are engaging ourselves in this kind of research following the Tamil genocide in Sri Lanka, our research is done in an objective way. This is again a general quality of Tamil culture. Tamil land is a land of philosophies, a land of great culture.
Therefore, Korean Tamil very closely relationship. And I look up two dictionaries of Winslows English Tamil Dictionary and Percival's Tamil English Dictionary. I have found out some 500 words between Tamil and Korean which have the same pronunciation and the same meaning. And fresh and new, puttu, correct? Put in Tamil, fresh and new, puttu, pudu, Korean put.